Hi everyone. Today we will be talking about maths and money. Money matters, and I'm sure you all know that. It is very important for us to understand maths because maths helps us understand money. We use everyday maths for smart shopping and saving, and also later on for investing. It is important that we learn how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide with money. We will be solving real life problems about prices, change, and budgeting. Here is a refresher about rands and cents. 1 rand is equal to 100 cents. Always write money with 2 decimal places. So when you write 5 rand, write 5.00. 12 rand 50 is 12 rands and 50 cents, and you write it 12.50. For example, 7 rand and 20 cents is written rand 7.20. You can work in cents only, then change back to rands or calculate around the decimal point. Adding money. We write the amounts under each other and line up the decimal points. So 23 rand and 75 cents plus 16 rand and 50 cents will be stacked one on top of the other, and then you add them. Add the cents first and then the rands. The answer is 40 rand and 25 cents. When you add the cents first, you say 75 cents plus 50 cents is equal to 125 cents. Convert into rand by dividing by 100, and you get 1 rand and a remainder of 25 cents. Then you add the rands. You've got 23 rand plus 16 rand plus the 1 rand you got from adding the cents, and then you have the answer 40 rand and 25 cents. That's rand 40.25. Now let's use the same method to subtract money. Line up the decimals for 50.00 rand plus 27.65 rand. If the cents in the top number are smaller, borrow from the rands. The answer here is 22 rand and 35 cents. To work out the answer, first subtract the cents. 00 minus 65. 65 is smaller than 00, so we have to borrow 1 rand and make it 1 rand minus 65 cents. And the remainder will be 35 cents. When we subtract the rands, we have to remember that we borrowed a rand from the 50. So we have to subtract 49 minus 27 to get 22. The answer is 22 rand and 35 cents. When multiplying for totals, multiply the price per item times the number of items. 1 pen costs 7 rand and 80 cents. You buy 5 pens. This will cost 7 rand and 80 cents multiplied by 5, which is equal to 7.80 times 5, and the answer is 22.35, or 22 rand and 35 cents. First, multiply the cents. 80 times 5 is equal to 400. divided by 100 to convert to rands. This converts to 4 rand with a remainder of 0 cents. Then multiply the rands. 7 times 5, which is 35, plus 4, which is 39. Remember BODMAS. The answer will be 39 rand, or rand 39.00. Now let's divide for how many. Divide the total money by the price per item. You have 96 rand and one ticket costs 4 rand. So you write 96.00 divided by 4.00. The answer is 24 tickets. First divide the cents. 00 divided by 4 is equal to 0. If you have nothing and you divide it by 4 people, everybody will still get nothing. Convert this to rand, which is equal to 0 rand with a remainder of 0 cents. Then you divide the rand. 96 rand divided by 4 is equal to 24. So you can buy 24 tickets. A real-life use for maths in money is when you subtract money. For example, like when you are trying to find the change after you have done your shopping. Let's do a quick mixed rands and cents example for multiplication. If a packet of chips costs 3 rand and 50 cents and you buy 8, multiply the rands. 3 times 8 is 24. Multiply the cents. 50 cents times 8 is 4 rand. Add that together, 24 plus 4, and you get 28 rand. So the total cost for 8 packets of chips is 28 rand. If you have 8 friends and you want to buy each of them a packet of chips for 3 rand 50, then you will need 28 rand. Maths is super useful to understand discounts. Work out the percentage discount that you will get by taking the price and multiplying it by the discount divided by 100. Then subtract that number from the original price. For example, if shoes cost 320 rand and there is a 25% discount or 25% off the price of the shoe, then you multiply 0.25 times 320, which is equal to 80 rand discount. The new price will be 320 rand minus 80 rand, which is equal to 240 rand. So the total cost of your new shoe will now be 240 rand. Let's talk about tax. Tax is what we all pay the government department SARS, the South African Revenue Services, to keep our country running. It pays for things like roads, trains, public schools and hospitals, police, fire department, military and social welfare, amongst many other things. There are different kinds of tax like VAT, which is value added tax, included in the price when we buy anything like chips, meat, clothes, or televisions. There is income tax, which is deducted by our employer before we get our monthly salary or wages. There is import tax that we pay to the Port Authority when we want to buy something from another country, like China, for example, and sell it in South Africa. Let's calculate VAT, the value added tax, which is the extra sales tax on top of anything that is sold in South Africa. In South Africa, VAT is 15% on many goods. To find VAT, you take the price of that item and multiply it by 0.15. A laptop costs 8,000 Rand. The VAT is 8,000 times 0.15, which is equal to 1,200 Rand. The total price is 8,000 plus 1,200 Rand, which is equal to 9,200 Rand. And that is how much you will pay at the shop. Out of that 9,200 Rand, 8,000 Rand will go to the shopkeeper and 1,200 Rand will go to the South African government to pay for schools and hospitals and roads. Let's do a multi-step problem. A fridge costs 4,500 Rand. You get a 10% discount and then pay a VAT at 15%. The discount is 0.10 times 4,500 Rand, which is 450 Rand. So the new price is 4,500 Rand minus 450 Rand, which is 4,050 Rand. Now let's calculate the VAT. 0.15 times 4050, which is 607 Rand and 50 cents. The final price you will pay, including VAT, is 4050 plus 607.50, which is equal to 4,657 Rand and 50 cents. Now you are a money master. Don't forget to memorize all the rules. You are going to make so much money if you know how to do money maths.